Okay, we're presenting Innovations Hub's. We're presenting Innovation Hub's problem about a mentorship program. And they mentioned that they had two problems, and the first problem was attracting and retaining mentors, and the second was what was it? The first problem was attracting and retaining mentors. So we've written for them a step program on how to keep mentors and attract mentors and provide the best mentorships. We decided instead of having a mentorship problem that we could rebrand the whole thing by having the coolest mentorship problem in Africa, and we're really focused on gamification, which we'll explain in a later slide, and to measure the success of the mentorship through monitoring and evaluation, and through monitoring and evaluation. Sorry. Okay, so the first step to having a successful mentorship problem is by identifying potential mentors. And we suggested that the way to do this would be to create an identification framework that incorporates web-based forms such as LinkedIn with their special localized knowledge of the industry in their country. So they can look both nationally, internationally, as well as regionally, depending on the mentees and what their needs may be. Okay, and another way of identifying mentors for various mentees that we identified was to actually split the potential mentors into different groups, and depending on the needs of the mentees. So you have the senior business community, you have the young and semi-successful startup, you have people who are more focused on corporate social responsibility. So if the mentees more of a social enterprise, then they focus for the programs, the mentors and what they'll provide, as well as the mentees and what they need specifically for the growth of their startup or the growth of their enterprise. I'm just skipping a few slides just in the time, just to save some time. So the second size mentors, one of the major problems that Innovation Lab mentioned was that they had so we that they are that this, and the first step that we thought to do this with is by creating an exclusive business club. So it's not necessarily exclusively about mentorship, but that they're part of this club with other very important business people, and they get the prestige of being in this club. But then by being in this club, for example, they get other things as well, other rewards such as advertising. So perhaps Innovation Lab can agree that our advertising, some marketing, some positive are for the mentors in exchange for them being mentors to the mentees. And also certain corporations are able to link it up with their social corporate responsibility arm if the mentee in question is more of a social enterprise.
You have 1 minute.
And just generally Africa as a whole. Oh yes, okay. So the third stage is to match and facilitate between the two of them, as we mentioned before, the different categories and the different real-life rewards that they would need. We've written quite a lot on our slides, but we don't seem to have time. During the success of the mentorship program, and the success will be measured both by the mentee and the mentor. They can score each other, as well as externally by Innovation Lab. and there will be information sharing methods to measure the success of the relationship between the two. And we've decided to identify a points-based system, which actually then it makes it competitive for the mentors as well, that they want to get the highest points because they're the best mentors and they get better PR, etc. Okay, so, and we provided some examples for Innovation Lab about some platforms such as unreasonableinsitute.org, who already create very cool mentorship clubs that really they could research later to help them with future success, and also score.org.